Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to another month of FEH Freebies. This time we are kicking off Spooky Month with some spooky heroes, with Weekly Revival 71 featuring Fallen units, and also Weekly Revival 41 featuring some beastly units. Quite a fitting start for our month. And yeah, we've just got to start October with some free summons, and hopefully we will get some cool stuff this month. Last month was a lot of great pulls, so hopefully we can keep up that energy. So on this one, of course, we're going to go for Corn Boy, one of our favorite guys. And then on Weekly Revival 41, probably going to go Caden just because I still don't have him and I'd like to get him. I really wish Selkie was here. Last month she was on her Weekly Revival, and she's not going to be back for like at least half a year. And I didn't have the orbs to go for her last month, but now I kind of do, and she's nowhere to be seen, so that's unfortunate. But let's go ahead and start with a green to kick off the month. Hope for a Caden. Would be nice to have him, even if I don't particularly need him at this point. Still just a really cool character, so I'd be happy to see him. Ew. Well, we said we were starting off with some beastly units. I can't think of anything more ghastly than this, so erase yourself. And then over here we're going for Corn Boy. Well, no blues. I guess I like Leon slightly more than Julia. Null Sea Disrupt I think is slightly more useful fodder. But I just finished editing all of last month's free summons. It was a lot of editing, but I did it all in one go, and right away we are back at the free summon grind. So yeah, that's the never-ending cycle of freebies. For the revival of the original Engage banner, I think we're gonna prioritize red to try and get Alear. She does still have pretty good fodder. But as backup, we'll probably go blue just for additional chances at the Arcane Lance. I don't have anyone who desperately needs it at the moment, but wouldn't be bad to have. So we'll try for red. Still really wish we could be trying for male Alear, but he didn't even get to be on a regular banner. And we didn't get any reds in this opening wheel, so we will go for that blue instead. I am a little hopeful that we don't see Chloe here because I don't need more copies of her. I ended up with 2 on the first time going for Arcane Lances. And I foddered 1 to Camilla for the upgraded distant counter, but still not in a huge hurry to pick up more copies of her, so hopefully we'll just get those reds. A Sophia is not super helpful. And no reds once again. Yeah, would much rather have Alfred here, but... Oh, just a regular Robin. A bit less exciting after last month's Brave Robin that we got for free. Oh wow, no red again. Very unfortunate. Yeah, I really expected that by the time this banner reran, we would have more engaged characters. We're starting to get them a little bit more. We've got some representation in this month's Halloween banner, which is nice. But still, back then, when we got this banner, I figured we'd have like 3 engaged banners by this point in time, but no such luck. Also, no such luck on that Alear, unfortunately. Just a Kamui to end the free tickets. Not super exciting, but we're just saving that luck. This Tempest Trial banner gives us Sedith. Happy to see him, but honestly, not a great pick here. He is not bringing a whole lot to the table. I was kind of hoping that since there's engage representation, they'd put male Alir on the banner, but alas, no such luck. Yeah, I love Sethith, but he doesn't bring anything here. In fact, he just makes going for Anna worse, and I didn't even think Anna was particularly valuable here, so we're gonna go for Flane. Gotta get that fish girl. Would love to see her. Almost tempted to spend orbs on that second copy, or on that second orb, but it's not super worthwhile, so we'll just take the Lissa, the less exciting healer here, and we'll save. Once again, we have another ticket, hoping for blue. Perfect. I wish I could take all three of them. Yeah, want to see a Selkie or like a Hector. Those would be great. No, just Sumia. She doesn't have anything too helpful. That's unfortunate. She had a niche for a little bit with being like one of the few units with Kanto, and then Trace skills came out and it was like, well, never gonna look at Sumia again. Rip. I'm surprised she doesn't have an alt yet. They pushed her pretty hard back in Awakening, I feel, and then she just kind of got nothing. For this month's new power banner, don't really need any of these units. I think we'll go Fur just because I don't have her yet. Yeah, Larce could be okay for repel fodder, but not super important. I've got multiple Subasas at this point, and Chad is Chad, so we'll go green. Well, never mind. Our decision was made for us, I suppose. Blue it is. And what have we got? I don't care about any of these units. Okay, Orochi. Okay. For weekly revival 78 and 42. Not desperate for any of these characters. I think we'll go Corrin just because we're missing her. I think probably Aranis because I think I foddered my only copy of her, so I could potentially give blue dual flying to like Sethith, but none of these are units that I absolutely need or anything, so more just picking up freebies, I guess. Hope for something interesting. Ileana is not interesting. I have so many copies of her from the great Robin hunt of whenever that was, too long ago. And on this one, we're gonna hope for colorless. Perfect. And what have we got? Ba-ba-ba. Riss. There we go. Something interesting. Thanks. And they can't all be winners. For the new Double Special Heroes banner, we have a pretty stacked lineup. Lots of good units here. I actually was thinking about going for Pan for attack speed clash, 3 for potential chain fodder, but I don't need it at the moment, and Hannah doesn't have anything too exciting. She's probably the least interesting in terms of fodder, even considering a demote. But everything else is pretty good here. Shamir with Remote Sparrow, and also Bernie with Remote Sparrow. And then Anna also has it. I didn't realize we got it that many times in such a short period, but yeah. Also, wow, Red is so far behind that we're already up to summer and wedding units. That's just really funny. And then red units are like half a year behind everyone else. Too many reds. Ursula has Chill Speed Res and Panic Smoke. Speed Res could be interesting. And then Tiki is just really strong. Same with Asker. I think I'm gonna go colorless for the Tikis, just for another harmonic hero, and then Asker would also be a fantastic pickup, but any of these would be great, honestly. Alright, so no colorless, and red is the least exciting since it's all demotes, so I guess we'll go green instead then. Still not bad. Would still happily take either of the green options. Instead we got Bowie. Once again, not the 3-star green mage I would have liked to see, but whatever. Professor! We have the rerun for Shared Bounty with Professor Byleth and Halloween Sothis, so of course we're going to prioritize blue. Spooky Rhea is probably our backup, and then Halloween Grima, but the Dear Professor and Sothis are the top priority. Kind of want to pull all those blues. I think I'll do that. Just for you, Professor. Yeah, I still kind of want a plus 10. Ew, you're not Professor. No. I kind of want a plus 10 Halloween Sothis still, but like, that's just such a commitment for a seasonal unit. Seasonal 5-stars are just so expensive. And, got a plus attack this lady. You're not real. You're not a real character. You're dead. Gross. Speed res tempo fodder is pretty good though, so we could put that on Male Morgan. I'm sure someone else could use it, like Rickon maybe, so could be useful, but I would have much rather had the flying gremlin Sothis. And an Est. Well, I mean, she is dressed up, so I guess she's on brand for the Halloween season, right? And last blue orb. Ah, dragon, but not the one we wanted to see, so unfortunate. Again, like, I really can't complain. That is technically a good pull, but it's not what I wanted, so be gone. Another week, another ticket. Let's see what we get from it. Alright, a lot of red. But we did get the blue that I was hoping to see, so just gotta hope that we get something cool from this. Oh, Ilger. Not really who I was hoping to see, but she's okay. She's actually starting to get up there in merges, I think. Not sure that I'll build her. I don't know what I would do with her, honestly. I don't even remember what her refine did. But she's plus attack. That's kind of nifty. One of my mutuals on Twitter is one of the biggest Ilger fans I've ever seen, so it's always a little amusing when she pops up. For Weekly Revival 43 and 72, on this one I think we're going to go green for Annie, and then on this one probably blue for Dimitri, though any of the three would be about as good as each other. Just have a slight bias for Dimitri. Although, I am still looking to potentially plus 10 in Edelgard eventually, so we'll be having a race to see which Edelgard gets herself there first. Oh, it's Big Sis. Nice. Among 4-stars, that's always one that I'm actually at least kind of excited to see. I love her, and also Savage Blows. Just not bad fodder to have on hand. And then on this one... Oh, well, Edelgard said, and I took that personally. She said, I will reign supreme among all the Edelgards, and she's going to force herself. Alright, what have we got? Let's see. Doesn't look like it's actually an Edelgard. Just a Wrath. Not too helpful. That's okay. I've already got a plus 10 Dimitri and Claude, so not as invested in this banner at this point. For Heroes with Glimmer, we now have everyone except Lady Rhea, so we'll go colorless. Cool, we did get 2. Just gonna take the 1, though. I don't need her that badly. I like her a lot, but honestly, I'd consider foddering her to Garen. And so we got Etier. Yeah, it's okay. Newer character, but not particularly interested in building Muscle Girl. She's neutral too, just like the free ones we got. Oh yeah, she had Attack Def Ideal and Attack Def Gap. Yeah, fodder also not super helpful, but at least she's a newish face. Time for another arena ticket. And we got a blue, nice. Come on, Selkie. Oh, no, it's Chris. Cool. Spurn fodder, still not bad to have. not as important. I have a lot of Spurn stacked up, but not as important, but still not a bad skill compared to a lot of the other older units, so we will take her. For the rerun of Treat Fiends, I already have Hector, but I think I'm still going to go for him just because he has DC for Chain Fodder, which I think is the most useful thing on this banner. So, gonna pull red. Well, never mind. I don't think I have any of the other three, so I guess La Rochelle, because I think that Cavalry Flowers would be a little bit more useful than Armor Flowers. But yeah, none of these units are super helpful. Oh, but we did get her. She does have cool art, so that's kind of nice still. And I could put her tome on someone, I guess, if I want to do, like, gimmick Fury strats. I really wanted Madness Flask for a while because I had some ideas to use it, but now, probably not super helpful, but could be okay. I guess you could maybe use it, like, with, like, stacking Stillwater to get visible res high so that you can run the new tier 4 ploy skills. That could be a use for it. So it's not totally useless, and again, like, her art looks cool. That was plus defense. So yeah, we will happily take that. Not bad, not bad. For the rerun of Dragon's Harvest, I think we're just going to go for Tiki. I don't desperately need any of these guys, but having another Harmonic for Resonant Battles wouldn't be bad. Backup, probably Grima, because Dragon's Ire could be potentially useful. But we got blue, so gonna pop that one. If I really wanted Tiki, I could go in and get a lot of these, but we'll just take the one freebie. I'll take our sad Marcia, who does not help us. For weekly revivals 79 and 44, we're gonna go for the flying healers on both of these. None of the units are bad, but for backup, I think we'd go for Byleth for potential foddering of her special. And on this one, probably Catherine, I guess. But, yeah, so we're going to try for colorless with both of them. Perfect. One colorless. And there was no red anyway, so I guess we would have gone for Makai if there hadn't been a colorless. And what have we got? Well, we got a healer. Not the flying healer that we were hoping to see, but we did indeed get a healer. And on this one, let's see a flame, please. I'd still kind of like to plus 10 her eventually. I do like her, but we will see. What have we got? Just a Felicia. Okay. Unfortunate, but not in a huge rush. For this month's Hall of Forms banner, we actually have both Erica and Ephraim. I'm surprised by that. I expected them to just rerun one of them this year and then rerun the other on the next Sacred Stones Hall of Forms. But double legendary is kind of cool. I'm not going to use a Forma on either of them, but they are nice to have. And we also have a save tank, so that's another cool option. Yeah, this is a pretty solid Hall of Forms. There's also young Innis, but of course he's not on the actual banner. I think I might actually pull any reds or blues that pop up. One of each. I'm fine spending a few orbs on that. Try and get both the legendaries. No luck on Erica, it looks like. Just a Fury Man. The Furious Man! And 4 orbs for Ephraim, or a chance at him at least. And just Ferdy Birdie. Alright, that's fine. I don't need either of them that desperately. Although I think I don't have any legendaries for Sacred Stones. I do have the Mythic with Femortis, but no legend options. Alright, we have the returning Ascendant and Rearmed banner. This time they actually remembered to mix a decent number of rearms onto the banner, so that's nice. Lif finally gets a bit of a break, and we have some first summon tickets for the for part 2 of the Attuned Hero introduction event thing. So we're going to do some pulls on this. I don't need any of the units so badly I need to spend orbs, but I would like to pick up a Hilda just in case Velocity 4 drops and I need her for Chain Inheritance. That could be helpful. She'd also give me a Flurray, which would be nice. Attack speed, solo, and joint drive speed also aren't bad. In particular, I think Lumera would probably like this if I want a more offensive build for her. I still haven't decided which direction I want to take her, but still wouldn't be bad to have as an option. She's sharing with Ganglo, which isn't great, but yeah. With that said, even though Hilda would be probably my first pick individually, I think Colorless is better value for me because it has Alencia, who has great fodder. I could put this on like Sakura, or save it for someone else in the future. And she also has Robin, who has the Arcane Grima I could use. And neither of them are units I have. On all the other colors, I have at least one unit. I already have Tiki, although I actually forgot because I never use her. And then, so that makes Ophelia a little less enticing to go for, even though her tome would be cool. I don't really need it now that I've got another option for Sadal. And then blue, I actually have both of the options, so no need to go there. So in order, I think we'll go colorless, green, then red. But yeah, even the blues wouldn't be terrible. I could still use them. And speaking of, the game really wants me to pick a blue, but for once I don't need blue orbs. That's for the weekly revivals, not this. We got a leg yarn, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't really use her that much anymore. She's fallen off a good bit, but maybe if she gets a few more merges and gets up there, we could make her our sword flyer, since that's not a niche that I really have filled with a plus 10 yet, so that'd be kind of cool. I do like leg yarn. So not starting off with an actual banner unit, but still something pretty good. Definitely a lot of worse units we could pull from the 4-star specials on red, so that's cool. Followed up with something much less cool. But yeah, it's nice that they finally got a decent mix on the banner this time, because the last few, I think, they just put like one rearmed hero on there, and they were like, well, there's technically a rearmed on this banner, so it is an Ascendant and rearmed banner, but now it actually feels like it. And still no colorless, but that is okay. Yeah, I was thinking I could put Alencia's skills on like Sakura, but maybe speaking of, there she is. But another option would be to maybe just save her in case I end up plus 10ing a flying healer, who could then get the hold skill off of her, because Sakura can't use the hold, which is a little unfortunate. I do try to avoid wasting premium skills like that if possible, but I don't know. We'd have to see. I do still kind of want a plus 10 of regular Flame, but that's still a decent ways off, so probably not worth going out of my way to pick up Alencia just in case I want to do that. And we only got 2 colorless from the 6 summons, but at least we did get to pull greens and reds on the other one. But yeah, none of the focus units, but still, that leg yarn is a decent consolation prize. Corn Boy returns! We have the rerun for Divine Harvest with both Corins, Naga, and duo Duma and Milla. As much as I kind of want to try for a Corin merge, I do think I should probably go for Duma. Even also probably female Corin would be more helpful, because I did fodder my copy for attack speed finish. So we'll go red. Okay, cool. And we didn't have a chance at him anyway, so it's fine. Let's hope for a nice duo unit. No, just stall. Ah. It's fine. Be gone. For the Heroes with Smoke Skills banner, we have Gustav, Fallen Lilith, and Female Alir, and I haven't been keeping super close track, but I feel like we've seen her like 3 times since Male Alir has released, and he has appeared on a regular banner like 0 times. Is that right? Am I going crazy? If that's the case, they may have well just made him a rearmed hero at this point, because, like, where is the guy? Not that I expected him to be on a Smoke Skills banner, but I just think that it's a little absurd that he's in, like, jail, basically. Anyway, we're gonna go red. 2 focus units there, so, 2 units that we can pull. And I think they're both slightly better than Gustav, but he wouldn't have been a bad backup either. But yeah, free my boy. Oh, well, not Alir, but we did get a Lapis. I think that's my first copy, so that's cool. Lapis is nifty. I like her design. I've talked about it in my like tier list video a while back. I like Lapis's design a lot, and I was expecting to like her more than I did. As a character, I just found her just kind of okay. Not the worst, but not the best either. But she's plus speed, which is probably like super good for her. Yeah, she's really cute. She's like Sakura reclassed into a knight, which is kind of cool. But, what did she have? Sorcery Blade? Right. And Speed Def Oath. Yeah, interesting fodder combo. Not one that I would say is particularly in demand, but that's kind of cool. And she has infantry flowers, so not the worst thing we could have pulled from red by any means. Once again, it is time to redeem a ticket. And we got 1 blue, perfect. Yeah, still want to see like a Sulky or a Brave Hector or something. A Drift Corrin. Oh, Nyla? She's not bad. Null Sea Disrupt could be helpful. At least it's not another duplicate Azura. But yeah, Null Sea Disrupt could be helpful in the future, so... and DC at worst. DC is still helpful, although, now that we've got X skills, I really hope we get a DC X skill, so that I can put that on Byleth and pretend that he's using his Sword of the Creator with the range attack again. I miss having that, but attack speed finish just synergizes with his kit too much. For Weekly Revival 45 and 73, on this one I guess I'll go for Alm. I do still use him a decent amount for Sov units. And then on this one we're going to go for Edelgard, so yeah, just pop these. Again, these are units that I wouldn't mind having merges on, but I don't really use them, so not super important. Would have been nice to see something a little more exciting than an Erica, though. But Edelgard, I'm still, well, never mind, no Edelgard. I guess Lysithea. Yeah, I do still kind of want a plus 10 Edelgard of some kind, but I haven't decided between the Brave and Legendary version. But instead we got Lapis, a second one, so cool. Again, one of the newer units that I don't have that many copies of, so nice. Happy Halloween! To end the month off, we have the new mythic hero Vale, who is not who I was expecting. I was expecting to see Kvasir, but Vale is a cool pick. Although she is a Blue Tome Infantry, which is not what I was really hoping to see with her. I think it would have been cooler to see her as a dagger, because we have a decent number of Tome Legendary and Mythic heroes, but we only have 1 dagger unit with air, so it would have been nice to get a little bit more variety there. But she does look solid. She comes with the new attack res tempo 4, not quite as exciting as the attack speed variant, but in addition to the standard tempo effect, it also adds semi damage reduction piercing, which is not bad. And then she also comes with AR finish 4. Again, the attack speed variant would have been more interesting, but I guess that also makes Sadal on the Halloween banner a little bit more enticing if you want to fodder this alongside the new tempo skill. And then her personal skill is Fell Protection, which has like a scowl effect for her and allies. It's okay. I think it's not the most exciting thing they could have done with her. I think it would have been cool to see some kind of effect that made enemies always be treated as being solo when against her, and like turned off savior effects and things like that, because that would have been a cool nod to Engage chapter, I think it was 11. I don't know, would have been cool, but overall looks like a strong unit, but not one that I need to pick up right away. Although I do like Vale, she's not like a top priority for me or anything. And she is sharing with some straight up garbage, and also Dream King Freyr, who looks good, but again, not someone that I absolutely need. For the other colors, we actually have a pretty decent lineup here. Green is probably the least exciting, but that's mostly because I already have Xander. Citrine isn't bad by any means, good fodder, and Etri is not as overwhelmingly intimidating as she used to be, but still a very solid pickup. Colorless has Alchrist and also Ash. Alchrist especially would be a great pickup as well. I think the color I'm most interested in this time would actually be red. It has Nana, who's still a great unit, and then Diamant and Felix. That's just like really stacked. So we're gonna spend our free pull on red. Hope to get one of them, but I'm not gonna go all in on this. Unfortunately, there are 0 reds. I guess Vale or Alchrist? I guess I'd rather have Vale or Freyr over Alchrist or Ash, because we already have Ash, of course. So, gonna go blue. But it looks like we are ending with nothing, just another Marcia. Not that exciting, but that's fine. Again, I am fine waiting to pick up Vale sometime in the future, but she does look great. And yeah, overall not the greatest month, but not bad by any means. Had better luck on the banners that I didn't include in the free summons, but overall still got some interesting things. So anyway, thank you guys as always so much for watching. Best of luck to you guys on your polls, whether they be free or otherwise. And until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon signing out.